How's it going? I just finished my last classroom day of MSHAL. I still have to go to a strip mine to get my final licensing. What was interesting is I got a phone call from a young kid that got hired by my old company, and I participated in the NIP, which is the new engineering program. I went through the same thing. It was completely and utterly useless when I went through. And about 5 years ago, I was getting sick of them sending out young people to me to train up in the field on the customer's dime. They didn't know anything. So I started participating in it. I kind of forced my way into it. I would do like 8 weeks, spread out over 24, because it was very hard for me to give anything an 8 week block because of the field work. And the one young kid that I trained up this last time, we'll call him Alan. Alan's a really good kid. Really, really good kid. He paid attention the whole time during class. He didn't argue with me, didn't fight with me. He was very respectful, very nice, and I appreciated it. So Alan calls me up today. And Alan goes, I'm not sure if you heard, but I left XYZ. Oh, I didn't know that, Alan. When'd you leave? He's like 3 weeks ago. Oh, wow. Didn't know. He goes, how did you know? I was like, it seems like everybody knows. I was like, Alan, they fired me last month of it, or last week of April. And Alan just like skips a beat. Wait, what? For what? Alan, I'm not talking about that. We're talking about you. Don't worry about me. I already got a job lined up, or I'm already working a job. I moved out of state, but I'm fine. How are you doing? He goes, well, not the best. All right, Alan, what do you need? You got a job lined up? He's like, I'm trying, but I'm kind of struggling. Understandable, son. It's okay. Let me ask you, are you willing to move out of Appalachia? He goes, I can't. My wife's pregnant. All right, that narrows it down. While I'm talking to him, I'm already on my work computer. I was like, Alan, I'm sending you right now an email. This is a connection. These are a list of email accounts I want you to contact. This is for various sites in Appalachia within about an hour and a half drive of where, quote unquote, not anymore for me, we live. Um, these are people that know me very well. These are people that have offered me jobs in the past. You are to use only me as a reference. Do not use anyone else from XYZ because XYZ tends to be very, very vindictive when somebody leaves. So I send it off to him. And it's about like 5 or 6 different sites. He said, oh man, I can't thank you enough. I go, Alan, you got a pregnant wife. How are you on money? Because I'm I'm okay. Alan, it doesn't sound like you're okay. Give me your PayPal. He's like, Mike, I can't. I was like, Alan, don't worry about it. Just give me your damn PayPal. So he texted me his PayPal, and I sent him like 10K. And he's like, Mike, what are you doing? Alan, don't worry about it. You'll pay me back eventually. No time frame. It's fine. You got a kid on the way. You got to focus. He goes, what's your wife going to say? I go, Alan, what do you think my wife's going to say? Oh, hey, babe, by the way, this young kid who was really great and nice to me, he's one of the few people I like from XYZ, he had to leave the company. He's got a newborn coming. Are you okay with me sending him a little bit of money? I was like, Alan, chances are my wife's going to be pissed off I only sent you 10K. Don't worry about it. So what happened, son? He goes, man, it was crazy. He goes, I had just notified XYZ that I had a baby on the way. And he's like, you know Paul, right? And Alan worked in product development. He worked for this old ass piece of shit boomer by the name of Paul. Paul should have retired 10 years ago. Paul's useless. The only reason this company keeps him around, Paul is a fucking rat. He will do whatever the fucking company tells him to do. I firmly believe that Paul would hand his great grandchildren over to like a Paul or to an Epstein Island style child abuse network if the company told him. I go, yeah, I know Paul. He goes, well, Paul comes to my desk and he says, Alan, I got great news. We're going to send you to the Hyderabad office in India for 2 years. I was like, that sounds about right. He goes, what do you mean? I was like, I'm sorry, continue. What happened next? Well, I said to Paul, I was like, Paul, I just told you like 2 days ago that my wife is pregnant. I can't be out of the country for 2 years without her. And Paul says, well, you can bring her with you. And Alan goes, Paul, I don't want my daughter and I don't know why I say daughter because he doesn't know the gender of his kid yet. He goes, I don't want my baby and my wife in India. I don't want my wife going through prenatal care. I don't want my kid born there. Like, no, I can't do this. I can't possibly do this. Why was this decided? What am I supposed to be doing in Hyderabad? And apparently Paul just said, well, I don't know. They just want you in Hyderabad, and this is a wonderful opportunity for your career. And Alan goes, Paul, I can't possibly do this. I got a child on the way. I'm sorry, but I can't. And he's like, an hour later, HR sat me down, and he's like, it took like 15 minutes, and I lost my job. I either had to agree to go to India for 2 years, and the poor kid's like breaking up on the phone. I was like, Alan, one, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. Two, this ain't your fault. This is what they do. He goes, what do you mean? I go, Alan, do you remember your NIP class, your NEPT class? He goes, yeah. Did you notice anything different from you and the 14 other people in that class? He's like, well, I had a computer science degree and everyone else seemed to be engineers. I was like, right, you're a programmer. Do you notice anything else? No. Alan, they were all H-1B visas. All of them. Oh, yeah, they were all foreign born, but that's not their fault. Alan, I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm throwing the management under the bus. They do this. For the last 5 years, every NEP class that I've given, I will have one American. Everyone else is H-1B visa holders. And within a year's time, every American gets forced out. What ends up happening is they get a poison chalice where they're like, I'm not doing this. This is crazy. And then they leave the company. For you, I'm not going to lie, Alan. I'm pretty shocked they pulled this shit with you having a baby on the way. But then the more I think about it, I guess I'm not that surprised. But this is what this company's been doing for like the last 5 years. He's like, man, I was so excited getting a job with XYZ. Like, my parents were so proud. Alan, let it go. Let it go. Listen, Alan, if none of these opportunities that I've mentioned to you don't work out, give me a call again. I can get you a job on the West Coast. The company I'm currently working for, I can get you hired in a heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat. They would love to have you. Now, I don't think you want to move all the way to Utah. So that is your backup plan. But just keep me informed. If you have any issues, also send me your resume. I want to read through it and make sure it's up to snuff. And again, I am the only recommendation you should have on there. My word is worth its weight in gold. And Alan did the smart thing. He goes, "Why didn't you stick around then if you have all these opportunities?" And I was like, "Alan, I was making 187 without overtime or double time working for XIZ. No company in Appalachia was close to that. Not remotely close. That's the whole reason I moved all the way out west. So I could keep that income up. But in your situation, as somebody relatively new out of college, you should be fine. It's not that they're going to offer you the same kind of compensation for XYZ that you were currently getting." I was like, "Alan, don't take this the wrong way. What XYZ has been paying you guys, offering as an income, is so absurdly low. That's why you're the only guy in the new hire group that wasn't born in Sri Lanka or India. You were exploited. If you're really dead set on staying in Appalachia, these opportunities, these connections I'm giving you, will you'll probably get a pay raise, honestly." I was like, "But please keep me informed." He's like, "Well, I'm going to pay you back as soon as I can." Don't worry about that, dude. Got a kid on the way. Consider that to be a birth gift. But just keep talking to me. I know what it's like to have the bottom cut out from under you. You're a really good guy. You're a wonderful engineer. I know you don't have an engineering degree, but you're a wonderful engineer. What you know far exceeds what the average engineering student comes out of college. Why? Because you paid attention to me and you asked questions. I could talk you through any kind of interview. I was like, "Listen, Saturday, I got to go to a strip mine. Sunday, I'm available. So why not Sunday? We set up, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours, and we just talk about these different sites, and I'll go over exactly what you need to know. I will tell you what PLCs they use, what VFDs they use, everything, what their local and state and federal rules are for safety and all. You might have to get your hands dirty, son, but I guarantee you, you'll find a good paying job within an hour of your wife, which is better than having to move her, right?" He's like, "Well, yeah, like her parents are local and I can't do that to her." Right. You'll get through this. You'll get through this. You're not drinking, are you? I'm not going to lie, Mike. I've had a few beers, understandably. But right now, I need you to focus. Focus on that kid. That's your priority. You're going to knock this out of the park. You got my back. Or I'm sorry, I got your back. Now it's like, "Man, I'm so glad I called you." That's good. That's good. Yeah, because when I try to talk to other people at XYZ, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. They're going to give you platitudes. They're going to give you sob stories about how, like, "You're gone. Now my life is so much more difficult." Alan literally goes, "That's exactly what they're doing." "Yeah, Alan, I'm getting the same thing. You'll be fine, son. You'll be fine. We'll get through this together." But, yeah, unfortunately, this is what a lot of companies are doing now. I would have loved to have given my right arm to be a fly on the wall at the corporate offices of my old company, quote unquote XYZ, just to see their reaction when Trump tweeted out that they were going to start charging $100,000 for every H-1B visa holder. Last class I gave, that's $11 million. Last class I gave for new hires, $11 million they're going to have to pay for those people. Now all of a sudden, an engineering student from like 2 hours away is a hell of a lot cheaper. That's the thing that really irritates. When you hear people saying, "Oh my God, this is so bad and awful," well, America's going to lag behind. It's like, no, this is a bullshit, overt, obvious attempt by companies to artificially deflate wages and keep them suppressed. And again, what irritates the shit out of me is when people try to say that anyone that points this out somehow are racist and shit. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I had to blow my nose. My allergies are killing me. But anywho, I apologize. My last two videos have had nothing to do with like Patrick Tomlinson and shit, and I know that everyone prefers to listen to that than me ranting about the state of employment for engineers in America. Sometimes you just got to vent about the shit that's affecting you directly. I hope everyone's doing well. I also hope you appreciate that I finally fixed my hula girl. She got damaged during the move, so now she's able to oscillate. Anyway, take care. Ciao.